Hello and welcome to Global Fashion Workshop channel. I remind you that we release a new video 3 times a week. Today, we continue to work on the dress for Olya. This dress, from the book 1000 Dresses, was the winner in your comments. Here it is. It is not the last one. We already picked some more based on the review of your comments. This means one thing: to continue watching our global fashion. We are just getting started. We made a sketch for this dress. We're going to make the slit pockets with zippers right here, but you can't see it on the sketch. Here, there will be contrasting details from the gray fabric. Here it is. We'll make the welt and the zippers here. It will be a really chic, modern dress made from this cotton and pearl-colored silk. It is really pretty. We looked at the sketch based on this dress in the book. I'm taking the sketch and the book away. I also put away the silk and the yoke patterns that we will cut from it. Let's cut the main fabric. Now, look here. These details we will now cut through and spread. You will see what will be next. We will not use the main fabric for the facings or the inner yoke. All of that will be made from the gray fabric. I was trying to lay out the pattern in a different way. Some of you might spread it less to conserve the fabric or find other solutions to not be wasteful. I fitted the pattern pieces on the fabric like this. Look what I've done. Here I have the center back. The line is straight and the fold is here. And this is the center front. Fold. I left 2 centimeters for the hem. The 2 side panels of the front bodice, the 2 side panels of the back, and these parts we have yet to work with. Here I will have some pleats. I am making this dress for my dear daughter. I will need to make the most beautiful pleats. And the pleats will be beautiful if they're made accurately and folded correctly. Of course, we could save time now by not cutting it into such small pieces, but I'm going to cut it into small pieces to make this part of the dress very fine. I see here I've got 15 centimeters, so it will be 13 pleats. I will mark every centimeter. That's how many strips I'm going to cut now. I have no other choice.
Не люблю вот это занятие, но мне хочется сделать.
I draw these lines approximately. We will not fold them from the top to the bottom. I will just cut them here on these marks. Wait a little, please. I'll make one part on camera and the other behind the camera. The most difficult is to cut and pin on the fabric. I've got 13 pleats. Actually, I will make not pleats, but pin tucks. The most important place is here on the top. The bottom does not interest me. Some people think it is possible to take the fabric, cut it, make a couple holes, and then have the dress ready. Trust me, nothing good comes out of this. Do you imagine how chic Olya will be in this dress? I won't label these pieces 1, 2, 3 to 13. No. I will flare it to the side. That's why this part will be pinned. You have to take it a little lower. You don't have to cut all 10 at once. Here we have the straight grain line. It's like this.
Что-то у меня какая-то бедность на булавки напала на меня.
So, here I have 2 centimeters. For the pleats,
На складочку 2 сантиметра.
and here I have 3 centimeters on the bottom. Of course, it has to be placed on the same line. How do you make a beautiful part? Like this. Here is 2 centimeters, and here is 3 centimeters. That makes 13 folds. Look what we've got. We have 13 centimeters more at the bottom than we have at the top. This part will lay good. I just did 3 strips, and we have to do 13.
Красота.
Today I am finally wearing my golden sundress, which I sewed. I can't remember if it was in January or in February, but it was too cold in Krasnodar. With the first rays of sun, I ran on the street in my golden sundress, and the matching golden sandals and yellow pearls. It is my turn now.
Я уже прям бегом выскочила на улицу в золотом сарафане, в золотых босоножках и в желтом жемчуге.
Here we go,
Дождалась своего часа.
one after another one.
Вот так по
Here
порядку,
is 2 centimeters,
здесь 2, здесь 3
and here
сантиметра.
is 3 centimeters. We're going to make centimeter-wide pleats here.
Здесь 2
Here is 2 centimeters, and there is 3 centimeters. You cannot imagine what fine clothes our girls' dressmakers make in our atelier. They take time to work on every millimeter, and one would think that that's just a waste of time. But then, when the garment is already made, it's just absolutely breathtaking. And this way, I'm going to do it to the end. Here is 2 centimeters, and here is 3 centimeters. It will be beautiful. Why don't we just take a rectangle here? It's because we've got a line on an angle. Now, follow this line right here. We have the flare. This side will go up 1.5 centimeters. This side has one length, and the other side has another length. We will gather it and still come to this size. Now, I'm going to do the rest of this behind the camera, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's not by accident that I drafted this part for the back and the front with the same angle and the same width. Both have 13 pleats. Now, look what I've got. I will cut this part, and the next I will do exactly the same. I can say that my worries about being wasteful with fabric turned to be unfounded. I used all the fabric after all. Here I will have 13 pleats, 1 centimeter each. In the next video, we will show you how to do it. We will do a workshop on how to make piping and add it to a seam. I think we will work very well with this dress. We received comments about the second dress from this book. We will also make the second dress. Look what I've done. We have the fold on the center front and the fold on the center back, plus 2 centimeters to the hem and plus 2 centimeters here. And here I add 2 centimeters. The seam allowance on the bodice parts will be 1 centimeter. Because Olya's bust is not small, I will add 7 to 8 millimeters here, at the bust apex. Add a little more if you have a big bust. You can always remove it. Just add a little volume right here. It is another little secret I share with you. Pay attention to it. Not everybody needs it, but some do. Add 1 centimeter here, where we will attach the yoke. Our style line will start from this decorative yoke. We have a lot of cutting to do today. I'm going to mark the waistline now. Here's the waistline. I often use this method when the bust needs more space. Take this idea on board. But out of all the people we are sewing for, only Olya needs this adjustment. Please, do not be lazy and mark the waistline. This is the front part of the dress. After we baste it, we will see how the bust will fit on Olya. We put away the front part and 2 sides like this, in one stack. Do it the same way, it will be easier to find the parts that go together. Now we are going to cut the back bodice. We had to divide this video today because there's so much cutting. Look at these little pieces. And it's all from the basic block 10 measurements. We didn't have any other pattern. 10 measurements and your fantasy is all that you need. We drew all the necessary lines. And look here, we have the pattern exactly for your body. When you cut something, the lines should be beautiful. If you want to have beautiful garments, you should always start with the lines. Look at my beautiful lines. Wow! Despite the fact that our garment is not simple, we drafted it, made pleats. The cutting doesn't take much time. Put it away in one pile. Here we have one piece in front of us. We cut it twice. We'll fold 13 centimeter long pleats and press steam a little bit on the top.
Обдадим паром.
I barely fit the pattern here on the fabric. What am I doing now? I'm doing it like this. 5 millimeter notches and cut, 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 cut. Don't make it too deep.
Только глубокий-то нельзя делать.
You'll see a centimeter or a 2 centimeter gap. And then you will see where the pleats should be.
Там, где 2 сантиметра, это складочка.
There's something wrong here.
Что-то просмотрела чуть-чуть.
That's it. There's no need to think where to do the pleats. Here, everything is marked.
Вот они, все отмечено. Сейчас
I'm going to turn the pattern over, take the pins off, and fold them. Oh, how beautiful! I made a mistake here because I made notches too soon. I should have done them on all 4 layers at once.
Делайте как надо.
Well, I got 1 meter and a half of the fabric, plus 75 or 80 centimeters of the contrasting silk fabric. I measured the amounts needed for the piping from the yoke to the bottom. And I will make those notches again. I made a mistake here, but don't make the same mistake. I've missed 1 here and 1 there.
Все хорошо.
Now let's cut the yokes,
Давайте вырежем кокеточки, и мы
and our
будем
cutting will be finished. Do you imagine how beautiful it will be? Here I will have the fabric for pockets, for piping. I will cut the yokes from this point. What have we got here? It's the fold and the center back. I need to place together the fold and the center back accurately and pin them. This is just the first review I made for you. It's the first half of the low-cut dresses from the book of 1000 dresses. Because there are 16 pages and I did only 8. When we will finish sewing the best of the first part, we'll move on to the second. Get ready to work. The center front. Here is the center front and the straight grain. I will add 5 to 7 millimeters at the neck and an armhole, and a 1 centimeter at the shoulders, bottom, and side. We add small allowance to the curved seams because it's terrible when the neckline seams are huge. And of course, it really ruins the look of the garment. Here is 1 centimeter. Here we will connect the yoke with the dress. What a beautiful line. Everything depends on a beautiful line. Your face very close to it. The line must be beautiful. Check the shoulders. Very well. Check the shoulders immediately. Not later, when everything has already been stitched together. We have ended our cutting. We've had a very long video today. It takes time to fold the pleats, gathering, and etc. for the final fitting. Wait for the next video, it will be interesting. I'll tell you more about technological nuances, little moments we forget about, and when our garment doesn't come out as fine as it should be. It's time to say goodbye. Click the like button, share our videos on social media, subscribe to our channel, and write comments. Thank you for watching. Irina Mikhailovna and the rest of our team.